west field up at the house. It is not real thick. It's going to be really good stuff though. See all the alfalfa in it. And it could stand to go a little bit longer. My concern is, I mean, it looks like we got a little bit of time, but I've got some stuff coming up for work, and I've got other things coming up. And then if rain gets thrown in there, I may get pushed behind on this field, and I don't want that to happen. So we're going ahead and cutting it. We're going to cut this field, then I got to head to work. And then when I get back from work, I'm going to go ahead and cut the new field that I'm renting. It doesn't look the greatest, but it's not terrible. Again, it doesn't have the color like I really want, but it's going to make some hay. Hopefully we'll get some rain after we get it cut, and see what happens. Misty just ran a little baby fawn out of here right along the edge of the road. Like, there's not even anywhere to bed down there. I don't know what they're thinking, but well, I didn't get him, so most of you will be happy about that. Oh, there's another one. Check out the hay, guys. So you can actually see this little bit of a low spot right here is where they spread with the fertilizer. That was one track, and the other track is right over here. But outside of the track, this is what it looks like. Go out here a little bit. So it's about knee high. If you pull the tips up, it's a little more than that. Pretty good stuff though. Nice alfalfa orchard mix. There is some Timothy out here too. I've been seeing some Timothy heads. So I'm actually happier with it now that I've been out here and cutting it than I was just looking at it from the yard. We're there. We're just about done with our longer rows, and we get to do this little triangle piece right here. Then we'll be done for now. Then I'm going to go to work, and we'll cut the new field later. Hopefully, that's the plan at least. That's all she wrote. Just under 5 acres. And now we can go to our real job, and hopefully I have time later to cut that. It's about 13 acres is that new field, and you guys will see what I'm talking about when I say about the color. And it's not the greatest, but it's a new planting, so you know, and it's been dry, you know, it just is what it is. But this right here looks really good. Good afternoon. Just got home from work, and Checking Ginger's water. She's got water. We'll go kick this hay real quick, see how it's been drying. It's been hot, sunny, little dab of a breeze. Seems like really good drying weather. We're gonna head down the road and cut the new field. Here's the one we cut this morning. It's doing some good drying. We'll ted this in the morning, and it'll be sitting pretty good for as far as drying. I think we will be. My plan is to bale Monday. That's my plan. We'll see. There's like a 20% chance of rain Sunday. You know, I don't think I'll be able to bale this tomorrow, and I'm not going to bale it Sunday because it's Sunday. Our chariot awaits. She says, let's roll. I'm ready. Oh, girl. Woo, she hot in the air. We got the air going. Take a little bit to cool down a little bit. We're gonna hopefully everything goes smooth. Hopefully I get into that hayfield and it's gonna surprise me. It already is surprising me because early it was looking pretty decent, and then man, it looked like the weeds were taking over. And I went and looked at it yesterday. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not an award-winning field by any means, but it actually looks pretty decent. I'm not upset with it. So now if we can get this cut, and we can get rain coming after we get it cut, and get some nitrogen on there, that stuff will perk right up, and hopefully we can get one more decent cutting before it goes dormant for the summertime dog days of summer funk. But all right, I'll see you when we get there. I want to head down the road. All right, guys, so we will see how it's going. I think square bale wise, I can get some out on this ridge. Pretty good standard orchard grass. Obviously right here at the edge there's quite a few weeds. There is orchard grass, but it's only about that tall. But we'll see. We're gonna cut it all. We're gonna round bale the worst stuff, and the better stuff we're gonna square bale. I gotta get him some round bales anyway, so this might work out okay. But let's lay her down and get her drying. Not much there. The hogs are having a heyday here, guys. No pun intended. There he goes. Right there is pretty thick. It's not all like that. But the reason that's so thick is because that guy tried to cross the ditch when it was wet, and I think he just about got hung up, and he was still probably feeding it out while he was going slow, and you know, one thing led to another, and he put extra on that spot. But actually, a lot of this is in pretty decent shape. Guys, we got her done. Looking pretty good. I'm actually very pleased with how it's looking so far. Dad came over, he brought the tedder. I think he's gonna bring the stacker tomorrow. And I think I've decided it's gonna make a lot more than I thought it was going to. I was planning on trying to get 280 and I didn't even know if I could get that many. Because that would be basically 4 stacker loads. I could fit 3. I'd set 3 off here, load them on my trailer, and then the 4th one, or the 4th one, I just haul back on the stacker back home. But I think I'm gonna have more than that. And I hate not to square bale it if I've got the weather and the time to do it. So we're gonna at least bring one big wagon over. We might bring one or two of those newer, bigger ones we got. They're not really great for pulling down the road, but at least we can. That'll let us at least get it out of the field and on a wagon, and then we can pull them home or pull them to Dad's or wherever we're going with it. And then it's where we can actually back it in a barn if we need to, and then unload it at our leisure. Because then I don't want to put too much in my barn now, because then I won't be able to store any later cuttings. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put in what I got cut there at the house, which isn't going to make a whole bunch, so that's not a big deal. But if I do that and then I was to put all this in there, I think it would be full. Wouldn't be able to fit anymore. All right, I'm going to get off here. We're going down the road. It's as bad as talking on the phone. There goes Daddy-O. He's got some tomato cages in there for his 30-something tomato plants he's got planted at home in the garden. And I didn't plant a garden, so I got plenty of extra. But we got it cut. 13 acres on the new field. This here's, I've been calling it about 4, but really it's about 4.5, between 4.5 and 5. It's closer to 5 than 4. Here's my plan. We're gonna bale and stack. We're gonna round bale the edge and any of the low spots, any of the spots that got a few more weeds. We're gonna round bale that. So, and I do owe that guy some round bales, so you know, that's why I'm going ahead and round baling. I say the worst stuff. It's not bad hay. It's probably better hay than he's ever fed his calves there, but it's not quite what I consider high quality, you know, $7-8 a bale, square bale hay. So just when you think you're looking good and you got all your hay cut, you got a field that you planted that you didn't think was very good. Turns out to be pretty stinking good hay. That's a good problem to have. I mean, listen, we don't like surprises. Boring is good. But that's a positive surprise right there. I'm kind of excited to see how much we get. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't rain before we get the hay baled, but it does rain shortly after we get it baled, so this stuff can start coming on second cutting, third cutting for this field.